You know what? I can't believe it. Literally, this is the fourth time I've tried to make this video. The first time I was rambling and then I just lost my train of thought, so I stopped. The second time I talked for 10 minutes and I'd not pressed the record button. The third time I started talking about stuff that I already talked to you about because I forgot that I told you, thinking I told you in a previous video. And now the fourth time, no, there was four. This is the fifth time. The fourth time, I just tried to record it again in a minute. Now this is the fifth. This is it. This is it. Listen, if I repeat myself, everybody, I'm not doing it again. So, couple of things. I've been quiet this week, and the reason why I've been quiet is because I've been very, 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 very busy at work. I've recently just received, I don't know if it's a promotion. It's just a change in role. So my role now is going to be more operational, which means that I'm able to call on all the skills that I already have from my various car sales management roles and other bits and pieces. And one of those, I like to come up with solutions and fixes and stuff, and I like to put procedures in place and other bits and pieces. So in this job, I'm going to be able to do that. I'm still working for the same company. I would never, ever, ever leave the company that I work for because I just think they're absolutely fantastic. They're a wonderful company to work for, and I said this to my boss. I thought, why have you just said that to your boss, Sarah? You are off your mind. But I think the reason why I said it to him is because I genuinely believe that, you know, he'd never do me out of something, because we were talking about money and stuff, and we're talking about money. We were talking about something else, and I just said, you know what? I said, honest to God, I said someone could offer me 50 grand a year, right, and said come and work for me and do the same job, and I swear to God I wouldn't, and that would be a considerable pay rise, by the way. And I would not go. I would not go. I wouldn't leave the company that I work for, because you know what? It genuinely is the best job that I've ever had. And don't get me wrong, job satisfaction, I have plenty of that in my job. I've had more responsibility in previous roles. I can certainly handle responsibility, but this is a really nice mix of the new role that I've got is responsibility, but I don't know, it's hard. Anyway, point is, I've been busy with that, sort of getting things in line and all of that. So that's why I've been quiet. On the downside, when I've been finishing work, I've been coming into this bedroom, which is where I sit because I haven't got a front room, because it's all thing in it, and I've got nothing to do. Like, I don't know what's going on with me. Obviously, I need to do the front room, but I said I'm not going to do that until I get back from Egypt. I'm going in 19 days. I have started to create some tiles though for the floor because I decided I needed to do something because I was going crazy and I needed something to do. And this is the thing, that front room floor is 16 square metre, roughly, right? So that means that I've got to make 1,600 tiles. That's the first time I've worked that in my head, but that's how many tiles I need to make, because these tiles that I'm making are 10 centimetres, and each tile, sorry, yeah, 10 centimetres. So if you work it out, there's 100 centimetres in a metre. So therefore, a square metre is 100 squares, isn't it? So that means, yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, 100 squares of 10 centimetre. So that means that I need to make 1,600 tiles, and I've just done 3 downstairs. But these are 3 trial ones. Once I've got it down, I'm going to mix up batches of, like, I work out how many tiles I need. So like, once I've worked out already, half a scoop of ladle of concrete and 2 scoops of sand, which is probably a little bit off. We'll see how it comes out tomorrow. Gives me 3 tiles. So that means I need 6 scoops of sand and 2 scoops of concrete, thereabouts, to make 10 tiles. But then I need to put some dye in. So I got this orange dye. which I mixed into the concrete, and I love it. And if the tiles turn out, what I'm going to do, because I've made them without, they're just sand and cement. So to make concrete, it needs to have aggregate in it, but there is no aggregate in these. I've left it out on purpose because I want them to be really smooth as possible, and the aggregate makes them lumpy. So if it doesn't work with what I've done, because I've put this wire in, chicken wire, if that doesn't work, some of it's sticking out. But these are only tested, so it doesn't matter. Moving forward, I'll make sure that it doesn't stick out, and I need to get some new snips. But my point is, if it doesn't work, then I'll have to get some pea gravel, and I'll have to just try and hope to God that I can make them and they'll look half decent. But I'm trying to make them to look as much as like porcelain tiles as I possibly can. But because the concrete, they're not going to be slippy, I don't think. So I'm going to do orange, and I'm going to do green, and I'm going to do white, and I'm going to do some black. Actually, I fancy brown. I was thinking, wow, what about a brown, orange, cream floor? That sounds nice, doesn't it? Brown, orange, and cream. And I'm thinking brown walls, right? And I mean brown walls, I mean probably mahogany or something like that. Walls all round, which will just make it'll look black, but it won't. And then the gold frames of the mirrors, then the brown picture frames, which you should be able to see because they're slightly different colour. I swear to God, I think it's going to look amazing with the floor. I'm going to get a new couch. Well, not a new couch. I'm going to get one from charity, but something new for me. I've got my own them curtains. I'm going to keep those curtains because I made them. So I've got two of them, and I've got one at the door as well. So I'm going to keep them because I really like them, and I think they would look nice against brown. So I think I'm going on a brown theme. The other thing I was thinking was, should I paint the walls bottle green? So this is where I need your help. This is why I'm doing this video. I forgot I'm doing this video because I need your help. We're going to look at something in a minute, and your eyes are going to pop out your head if you like things like I do. If you like my taste, and then you'll like this, or you might not like it. I don't know. But I'm going to show it you. I bought it the other day. I could not buy it. I had to buy it. I'm going to show you, but it's broken, and I need help to fix it because I can't fix it. I've not tried. I don't want to try until I know what I need to do. Does it make sense? I should just show you. Right, I'll just show you everybody. And then I'll just carry on talking nonsense if there's anything left to say. Right, you ready for this? Because this is fabulous. What? Look at her. Look at that. Look at it. She's huge. That's my hand. Look how big she is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought it was Art Deco, but it's not Art Deco. They're very rare. It's stamped, and the fella I bought it off. I said, "How did you get it?" And he said, "My auntie bought it off a French flea market." And then as I was putting it in the car, I looked at it and I thought, there's a stamp on back. But when I've looked at the stamp, I've looked it up, and it's just manufactured by this thing in France. But I think it's from the 80s. Anyway, the reason why I'm taking the top off is because you see this. That's the lamp. I need someone who knows what they're doing, right? Basically, they've cut the wire. Look, they've cut the wire. And it hasn't got an earth, so I'm frightened to rewire it and plug it in case I electrocute myself, because apparently you're not supposed to unless it's got an earth. So what I need to do, I'm thinking, if I can get this out, I've got a lamp here, look. I can just take this out of here, right? And I can feed that wire through, and then I can change a plug. I used to change a plug in the 80s. You don't change them anymore, do you? But like when I was growing up, and I used to do that thing as well, where you plug the, where you put the, do you ever do it? Where you put like the blue wire and the brown wire in, or the green, no, the green, blue and brown, and then you plug another plug in, and you haven't got a plug. I used to do that as well. I don't do that anymore. But so my point is, how do I get this. Do you think there's a... Get out. Do you think there's a screw? Can't see. It just won't move. Look. Look. It just won't move. It's solid. Maybe that screws off. Actually, that might be... Oh, I don't know. I might have done it. Oh, something's happening. Oh. I think I've done it. I've done it. Oh, that means I can do this weekend. I won't pull it all the way out. So yeah, all I need to do is just feed. So I'm going to cut that off, tape the end of the wire to it and then pull it through. Only done it. Don't need your help after all, everybody. So we'll get Cleopatra, because it's Cleopatra that apparently. Anyway, we're looking them up on the internet. I did an image reverse. And you can pick them up in France or Germany. There was one on a... Not eBay, but like a similar... It was in French. I couldn't work out what the frig they were saying, but they had a starting bid at 15 and it was rough. All paint was peeling off it. And then there was another one that had sold for 120, and that was Euro. I paid 50 quid for that. I can't believe I've just pulled that out. I'm amazed at that. I'm so happy with that, because now I can put that lamp wire on there and then I can just stick it on. Be right, won't it? It'll just sit on top. I'll just put some glue on it. Be fine. And then get the lamp on, and then I can turn it on. So she's going to go in the front room, which is why I'm thinking, there she is, which is why I'm thinking gold, green, brown. So that's why I was thinking paint the walls green, because she's green with gold. And I thought, yeah, beautiful. And then these floor tiles that I need to make 1,600 of, which I will do by hand. Did I mention I'm doing them out of cement? Concrete, cement and sand, cement and sharp sand with some metal inside to strengthen it. And they're going in them Sealy bags, 10 centimetre ones. And I'm using a dye and everything. So I'll show you how I do it, and hopefully it works out. And then I'm going to piece them all together on the floor and all of that. So that's that. What else was I saying? This weekend, I'm staying in Barnsley this weekend. Next weekend, I need to go to Oldham. So do you remember Alianne, everybody? She was in that video with me when we did the farmers. Alianne, she's funny. Well, she sent me some videos the other night. So basically, when I was 17 or 16, I went to an Oldham party. And it was on Garforth. Is Garforth Street, is it? Where Chadderton Police Station were, the old one. Anyway, Garforth or Victoria, one of them, and in Chadderton. And anyway, there was a Conservative club on there. And back in the early 90s, there was a family party. And my granddad was there, his brothers, all his brothers. There was his brother Brian, who's still with us, Harold, John, his sisters, Annie and Sheila. Femi was there. I think Femi's daughter was there. All my aunties were there. I was there. And I had a punk rocker weekend with punk makeup on. I was only 16 or 17 at the time. It must have been 92, 93, because I was born in 75, weren't I? So I think it was about 91, 92. Honestly, I was just a bit of a kid. Anyway, so Brian's daughter sent videos to... I used to have a copy of this video years ago, and we've not got it, but they've still got a copy. They sent bits of it to our Leanne, and Leanne sent it to me, and I said, where's the bits with like my mum on it and me on it and stuff? And she'd not sent them, because she was just sending her bits and pieces. So basically, the long and the short of it is, I'm going to go to Alderman next weekend, and I'm going to film that video while it's playing on the TV. And if anyone wants to watch it, then they can do, because it's a traditional Oldham party. Like my granddad's brother John, he used to play the bagpipes. In fact, when the big one, when that opened, he was quite well known in Blackpool. He lived out there. I think he was an hotelier at one point. But anyway, he offered to abseil down the side of the big one, playing the bagpipes with a kilt on. And they were all for it, but then health and safety kicked in and said, no, you can't do it. So he didn't end up doing it. But anyway, so he plays the bagpipes on there. And then there's all these old, and I mean old, Oldhamers, like, that were born in the 1920s and stuff like that, that are talking on it, some proper characters. And I just think it's fantastic. And it's like a time gone by. I've actually got some of it, which I've pieced together, but that's why I said I want to come and film it. I'm going to just go and set my camera up, put it on in the room, shut the door, go and have a brew, and then when we go back in, it'll be done. And then I'll make the video available if anybody wants to watch it. I mean, it is just a family video, but there's loads of Oldhamers talking about like all sorts of stuff, and I just think it'll bring back memories, and I think it'll be funny to see me like that. So that's it. I've been talking for 16 minutes and 37 seconds so far. So I did have something else that I wanted to say. Yeah. So this weekend, everybody, I'm gonna take you around a part of Barnsley that I've not even been to. It's just outside. It is the town centre, and it's the historical part. Let me tell you, there is some beautiful, beautiful buildings down there. So we're going to go and look at them. We're going to see what history we can find. It's actually near, the miners' union where Scargill used to work when it was all miners' strikes. The building's there, so we're going to have a look at that. There's loads of all sorts. There's a statue of Dickie Bird around there and stuff, because he's from Barnsley, isn't he? So we'll go and have a look at that, everyone, and we'll see what we can find and walk around the streets and have a good look. So definitely want to do that. I don't know if I'm going to do that tomorrow or Sunday, but I'll also show you the tiles, and I'll show you, I filmed them making them. It's downstairs. I will show you what they look like tomorrow. We'll get them unveiled and all of that. And that's it. I suppose I better go, because I've just talked and talked and talked. I don't need your outfit lamp now because I've fixed it. And then we'll do it lamp tomorrow as well, eh? And then let's get it turned on. And really excited with that. I can't even believe I've managed to do it. I thought I were going to have to get a fella to do it, but I think I can do it myself now. So that's it. Right, I'm going, everyone. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you this weekend.